After weeks on the road through Norway, we're finally chasing what we came for. In these next episodes, we head to the edge of the world, far beyond the tourist trail. Join us as we explore Norway's remote and rugged north, following winding roads to the Arctic Ocean, exploring under the midnight sun, and skimming the Russian border. This isn't Nordkapp. This is the other north. Raw, remote, and magical. Come along, it's going to be fun! So just 5 hours and 15 minutes to the Arctic Ocean, but the way we drive, it's probably 2 days. So Nordkapp is northernmost point that you can drive to, but we're not going there. We're going to hopefully find somewhere that's a little less touristy. Turned off the E6 and now we're onto the 98, which is a less major road, but we're heading up to Mehamn, which is a little place on the Arctic Ocean, and we can go a little bit further north from there as well. It's a massive lake out there. It looks like a fjord, and it's connected to the sea. Not just the sea, the ocean, and not just any old ocean, the Arctic Ocean. So that's pretty exciting. We're getting there, we're getting north. This is actually a little camp spot for €10 a night. Be a nice spot, eh? And that is a fjord that comes from the Arctic Ocean. That's where we're going. Look at these really flat rocks. They're really skinny. They'd be great for skimming. Really weird, eh? Really thin. See, some little wildflowers are out. It's really cute. Look. And look at all the pretty lichen and the rocks. And come and check this out. We saw this from the road. It's very cool. All this water rushing out to sea, all this snow melt. I think that's pretty cool. I just love how all the little wildflowers are starting to come out. Pretty, like it feels like a desert landscape, and there's life everywhere. Look, these little things, flowers, the lichen, all doing its thing for nature. How is this for a place to camp, eh? It's only 1 o'clock, but geez, it's nice. Probably wouldn't do much, sit and stare at the view. What a beautiful spot, eh? But we've decided to move on. Could sit there, it would have been nice. A bit cold to sit outside though, and I'd probably just end up with my face in the editing videos. The name of the little place we're going to is Mehamn, and a little bit further on from that, it's the furthest north you can drive. The reason we're not going to Nordkapp is where everyone else goes, it's very touristy, you've got to pay to go there, there's a big long ugly tunnel to get there, and you know where I sit with that. And I think this is hopefully going to be a much nicer experience. Kind of cool, starting to get that feeling we're in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why I like that.
Most northerly pine trees in the world are found here. Pine trees can live to be 700 or 800 years old.
Well, this is pretty cool. Check out this canyon. We stopped off to do a walk at the Sikar Canyon, and we had no idea it was going to look like this. The water is a mix of turquoise and blue, and you can see all the way to the bottom, even where it's deep. The Borsselv River runs through here, and it's not a well-known spot. No signs, no crowds, just this hidden canyon in the middle of nowhere. We had the whole trail almost to ourselves, walking along the edge with these massive cliffs dropping down beside us. Such a quiet and wild spot, and definitely worth stopping to see. Just met a lovely couple from Australia. We'd seen them before on one of the ferries, and they're the first Antipodeans we actually met on this trip. We haven't actually even met any English people. Everyone's mostly been from Norway, Finland, Germany and Holland. Really feel like we're on top of the world here, or at the top of the world. It just feels really remote. Pretty far north now, we're almost at the Arctic Ocean. So the latitude we're at now is 70.3. That's higher than we were last year in Tuktoyaktuk. 70.3, that's amazing. I've never been this high before in my life. I've just turned off on the 888, the road, that's the road number, and we're heading up to Mehamn, up to the Arctic Ocean. Come along, it's going to be fun! It's the Arctic Ocean out there, look! We're getting there, we're so close. Since we turned off onto this road, I just feel like we're all alone out here. I think we've lost all the other people. Just so blown away by the beauty here, and we're not even on the tourist trail. Where else in the world can you drive alongside fjords like this and not it be crowded with loads of other people? It's amazing. All these lakes up in the mountains is pretty cool. Still some ice on them. They're mostly thawed. Still a little bit frozen. Within just a few miles, it felt like we'd been transported into a different world. It's June here, but feels like winter never left. There's a feeling out here I can't describe, the quiet remoteness of it all. Like we're driving through a land the world forgot about. This drive up through here is just blowing me away. It is amazing. Look at all the snow. Far out. All the snow banked up here. I don't know, this is like a little shelter or something. This just feels like some of the most incredible scenery I have ever seen. Something about it. This is what I expect the Arctic to look like. I just don't know if we're going to be able to show how it feels here in our videos. actually heard about this drive before. The only reason we're coming up here is because I didn't want to go to Nordkap if I could help it, and I was looking on the map, I was just zooming in to see if I could find other places on the Arctic Ocean, and this place, Mehamn, popped up. I'd never heard of it, and I hadn't seen anybody else go here, so I thought, oh, let's go there. Oh, it's the most incredible drive I've ever done. If you're ever doing this sort of travel, don't be afraid to just get off the tourist trail a bit, try somewhere different.
This spot here is only a kilometre wide, it's just above sea level. In World War II, the Germans tried to blow a canal through here, but were unsuccessful. The notice board there said the 888, the road that we're just driving along, is the most weathered road in Norway. I think that means that it gets snowed up and it's common for column driving. So as they clear the road, a column of traffic will go through, and then they have to go through again and clear it again for the next column to go through.
There it is, right in front of us, the Arctic Ocean, or the Barents Sea, which is in the Arctic Ocean. So I've just arrived in Mehamn. There's a little airport here. Looks like a few little shops and stuff. It's Sunday, so everything's closed, so maybe we'll pick up some supplies on the way back, because we've got to come back this way. Well, this is it. We've made it to the Arctic Ocean. Oh, it's incredible, isn't it? I'm going to get out and have a look. We were camping on these bunkers, which are remnants of World War II, built by the Germans, often with forced labour. Now abandoned, they sit quietly on the tundra, a haunting reminder of a darker time in Norway's far north.
So this bunker was built by the Germans. The Atlantic wall of defence that stretched from Spain all the way up to the North Norway. Amazing what they did a few years between 1940 and 1945.
This is the Hurtigruten pulling into Mehamn, one of the northernmost stops on its coastal route. It's been sailing up and down the Norwegian coast for over 130 years, connecting remote towns like this one. So today we're heading further north. Yes, we can go further north than this. It's 71 degrees latitude north. So we're going to head to a little place with a lighthouse. And it's not that much further north, but it's about half an hour from here. We just camped out on that point there last night. I don't know if you can see it out there. To capture that, but it looks like an infinity lake. See the road going down over there. That's where we're going. So we just arrived at a little village called Gamvik. This is actually the furthest north you can drive on mainland Norway. Now, a lot of people think it's Nordkap, but Nordkap's actually an island. It's not part of mainland Norway. So there. We're at latitude 71.4, so it's pretty high. I mean, Nordkap's not even that much higher. It's 71.1. Just seen the lighthouse up ahead. This is the Slettnes Lighthouse just outside of Gamvik. It's 39 metres tall and is the northernmost mainland lighthouse in the world. Can even go inside the lighthouse, but there's no lights. So we're too scared to go up the lighthouse with no lights. Lights going up anyway. This is actually really spooky in here. Oh man, this is freaky. We're at the top of the lighthouse. Oh, far out, this is incredible. I've never been in a lighthouse like this before. Check this out. Oh, wow. We're so high. Look at this. This is a light. Look at it's not going.
Is it still working, lighthouse?
I don't know. Built in 1905, and its light can reach nearly 18 nautical miles out to sea. And yes, it is still in operation. We started this trip by visiting the southernmost lighthouse on mainland Norway, and now we've made it all the way to the northernmost. That's our exercise for today, walking up that lighthouse. Wow, that was incredible. I was just saying to Mike how this just makes me so happy, just coming to all these new places, seeing new things. I just love it so much. And look, there's a reindeer on the side of the road. So we're just cuddled up here in this little parking spot. We went up to the lighthouse this morning and now we're just chilling out here. It's rainy, it's windy, it's cold. This is our fancy version of a pizza. So it's just cheese and mushroom and onion. So it's just basically 2 tortillas put together and cooked in the pan. It looks yummy. We've only just begun to uncover this remote frontier. In the next episodes, we'll follow more winding roads to the Arctic Ocean, enjoy midnight strolls, and take in untamed landscapes. Thanks for coming along on this adventure. If you haven't already, please subscribe and join us as the journey continues.